the injuries and the extent of the injuries, to be honest, Gareth, we don't know. I think that Corey and Scott potentially could be fit for next week. Obviously, we haven't seen John, and Jamie is okay. So I think it'd be difficult for me to say one way or another. But in terms of our strength and depth, we feel we've got enough strength and depth in that position. But hopefully these players will come through. You know, when you look back over the last 12 months, you know, John, Jamie and Scott, you know, centres, it's pretty attritional position now, centres in the back row. But we just have to get on in terms of the strength and depth we've got and just work with what we've got. It's always the nature of the game, and it's no different to other campaigns, and we just look forward to the Australia game in 2 weeks' time.
There's obviously a sense of excitement here already. We were reported in this morning, got our screening, a few fitness tests out of the way now, so I think the French boys just arrived now, so we've got a meeting now so we'll have a good squad catch up then. I've obviously had a good start to the season, but still plenty to work on. It's great now to come into another environment. I know I have to pick my game up another notch again, but just looking forward again down to the hard work and getting together on the training pitch with the rest of the squad. It all starts against Australia next week, so hopefully we can have a good training week leading up to that, and like you said, hopefully get a couple of wins now in these autumn series.
You have to have the mindset of going in to win all four. I think when you look at the results which we've had against the Southern Hemispheres in particular Australia and South Africa, we've come up short probably against New Zealand out of the three in terms of points on the board. You look at our second test performance against South Africa in the summer, where I think some people didn't give us a chance, and in terms of in adversity, you know, and particularly after that first game in terms of getting up to the speed and the intensity of international rugby, it's almost difficult for the players to come into that environment, and that's a challenge once again over the next 2 weeks. But you know, we've performed well against South Africa and Australia. Unfortunately, we haven't got over the line, and it's important this autumn that we do get over the line. I think that that's our challenge, and you know, unfortunately, you know, the last 10 minutes of the game in South Africa, last minutes against Australia, over the last 2 years, they've brought something out of the sort of bag in terms of being clinical when it's mattered most, and clinical and composure are key ingredients over the next 4 or 5 weeks. Obviously, from our perspective, to have the three best sides in the world and our Rugby World counterparts in Fiji playing in the autumn, something to look forward to, some markers to be put in the ground, and obviously we need to get over that disappointment of the second test in South Africa in the summer.